Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hunter. Got my carving shed here in Virginia, and today I am going to give you a tip on when you are making some antler rings. So rings out of antlers. And I've got a tip that I've got a lot of questions about. Super easy. When you see it, you'll be like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. So I'm going to show you that. But if you're new here, thank you for joining me. I do carve skulls, bone, and antler. Make all different kinds of stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Stick around. If you've done some antler rings before, great, you're gonna really love this. If you have not done any antler rings, I'll put a link in the description to 2 videos I made on how I make those. You don't need a lathe, all you need is a drill. All right, let's go. Okay, so you've got a ring you've made out of antler and you've pretty much got it shaped out. But the issue that you're having is that the ring is just a little bit lopsided. So on one side of the band, it's a lot thicker than the other side. And when you're spinning it on your drill, you're gonna see it looks really wobbly, okay? And this one's a bit overkill, but it's just for example. It's not always that easy to tell exactly where that extra material, where it's extra thick at. So what you're going to do is you have your antler ring set up on your dowel or your chuck, and you are going to hold a pencil just up to the surface of the ring, and then as you spin that ring around, the lead will hit the area that is raised, the thickest area of the ring. So then what you end up with is the raised area of the ring that is lopsided or out of balance is going to have the marks of the pencil on it. So then just come back however you want to sand down that area, then repeat that process until when you put that pencil on the ring, it should make a line, an even line across the entire surface, the outer surface of that ring, and then that's when you know that ring is completely balanced all the way around. And that is how you end up with a perfectly balanced antler ring, and then you would just continue with the process of polishing it and doing whatever else you want to do. You can do all kinds of stuff, inlay, stuff like that. Again, videos on how I make these, link in the description of this video. Thank you guys for watching. You're awesome. I appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Hope this one was helpful and a quick little video, but a really awesome tip that is I use and really helps out. So, all right guys, see ya.